right? Like I said, we got the FGC commentator extraordinaire, the man, playing the man on TV, the man on your YouTube channels that you ain't know when you watching FGC. He back there talking, and we gonna catch up on what's going on currently in the FGC.
Ooh, man, I don't even know where to begin at this one, to be honest. Like, it's just so much going on. But first things first, we can talk about we're gonna talk about the good that's going on. Evo France is coming up. It's gonna be next week. If you guys do not know, Evo France is going to be. If they guys do not know, they announced that Evo is going to be in a couple different places this year. In these next coming years, let's say it's always been Evo Vegas, but then they also have Evo Japan. That also happens. Evo Vegas usually happens at the and during the summer. For these last couple years, it's been at the beginning of August, end of July, but now this next coming year is going to be the end of June. And then they have Evo Japan usually the end of April, beginning of May. I forgot what the date is top of my head. But Evo France has been announced going to be October. And they're going to have 2XKO there. If you guys do not know, 2XKO is the League of Legends fighting game that they just released by Riot. It's free to play. And it's going to be open for everyone to play on a PC side of things. It was an exclusive beta that was there was not I wouldn't say exclusive beta, but closed beta that they had for select individuals. That we got to play. I was lucky to be a part of those selected individuals that got to play early. And now on the 7th, if you have a PC, you can download it and you can play it. And they're gonna have an extra character named Timo that's gonna be added to the game. Every League of Legends fighting game character you can think of is gonna be attempted to be put in that game. But at Evo France, they're having a 5v5 exhibition they just announced between Europe versus North America. And oh my God, that team is stacked, bro. Like that team is all might. Let me show you the team real quick, because this team is ridiculous. I kid you not. I kid you not. I said all in on North America. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I said all in on North America because I don't think they even compared what's gonna be happening over here. All right, put it up on my stream for a split second. As you guys see on North America team, we got K7 Show Off, my guy. Diaphone, Super Noon, Sonic Fox, and Hikari is going to be on Team NA. On Team EMEA, I'm sorry, is Wawa, Wade, Noka, my boy Noka, Leffen, and Mystic Smash. Oh my God, these teams are stacked. But man, Evo France is going to be a treat. They're also going to have Street Fighter there. They're going to have Tekken there. Like I said, it's going to be 2XKO. I believe Dragon Ball Fighters, Strive. It's going to be a great time. So that's going to be happening next week. That France time conversion, I can't. You got me there. I'm keep you got me there. But
on YouTube, you'll see it on the screen. You'll see it on the screen on YouTube.
It's going to be somewhere over there. It's going to be somewhere over there.
Right there.
So yeah, but just know it's going to be a time.
Okay. And then there was a recent competition that we talked about. You being on HBO Max last week.
So yeah,
how did that go, brother? How did that go? I actually did not get to watch any of it because I don't have HBO Max because we pay for everything else. So HBO Max was a stretch, but I do plan on watching the replay. But I've heard a lot of interesting things about that particular competition.
Yeah. So if you guys do not know, the Final Combat from Mortal Kombat 1, the pro competition, that's also one of the things that I commentate for their pro tour for the Warner Brothers, happened in Mexico City this past weekend. It was a good time to see my friends, but unfortunately, production kind of dropped the ball just a tad bit, and there was a lot of controversy behind the event. Like I said, it was live on HBO Max, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a lot of people that hit me up and told me that they saw me on TikTok at all places, which is really cool.
That is really cool, yeah.
But yeah, there was some slight controversy with how the event was ran and whatnot. Not gonna go too into detail about that because like it was a lot of things that was out of our control per se.
Mm-hmm.
It was more about like I said, production and also like the building. Unfortunately, the warehouse that we was in had some slight issues with it, like infrastructure wise. But yeah, there was some comments that was made by the by Sonic Fox about how the event was ran. And also, the person who won the event said that they didn't like the game after they won the event too, which is it was a lot. It was a lot with that one. It was
I didn't even see that one. I didn't even see. Was that record? Or did he tweet about it, or did he say that at the event?
At the event, because he's Chilean, so I believe that's Spanish. I believe that is Spanish. Excuse my ignorance, it's not.
I don't know.
But he went on the stage and they was like, "How do you feel about your win?" He said in Spanish that I never really liked the game like that in the first place, and yada yada yada. I heard everyone in the venue that spoke Spanish to laugh, so I immediately asked him what happened because, of course, the stage host isn't going to say what they actually said on there. But yeah, it was.
I mean, and Mortal Kombat 1's been getting a lot of flack for, especially ever since it's come out. People have been questions about the quality of the game, especially compared to past entries. So I mean, it's interesting to go and win, and then turn around and be like, yeah, this game kind of ass, but what I mean, I don't know if that's trash talking or if that's really like, hey man, DB, you need to fix y'all shit. And I mean, I don't know. A lot of mixed reactions and mixed opinions about MK1.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like I said, I'll always admit the game it was not a good launch. And you need crossplay in fighting games today, and the game did not have crossplay to begin with, and that's a huge important factor, especially as COVID and quarantine really showed a lot of people how important online is for gaming and all sense in general, which is why you should have a good netcode and make sure crossplay is available so everyone can play. You don't have to be restricted by console. And that's a very, very huge thing that needs to be innovated. And I'm glad they innovated that later on. So yeah, that all will do time. We'll see. But yeah, the event overall, the matches, everyone said they enjoyed the matches and everything, but the production, like I said, we had at one point in time where the Spanish broadcast is over the English broadcast. It was a little rough. It was definitely a little rough right there.
And so I feel like Sonic Fox's comments were like, because he came in 5th place, but he was like, he said, shout outs to the dudes that did it, but the seating was horrible in his opinion. He said the bathrooms were disgusting. I feel like once you pull out the bathrooms are nasty, that changes everyone's opinion about everything. It's like y'all had me standing in shit in the bathroom. It was
some rough things over there. They did give us a finalist / talent team only bathroom afterwards too. But yeah, it was some rust patches in there for sure. Like it definitely was. Hope for the best for next time. Sadly, if that was the last event for the MK1, it didn't end on a high note, but we can look forward to the next game. Someone in the chat says, I'm gonna say this, I'm an old head now, I guess, when it comes to older games. I've been playing Mortal Kombat since 92, not a fan of MK1. It's understandable. It's definitely a big change. Fighting games in general from now to from the past had a lot of innovation, a lot of changes. There's definitely been like the skill issue thing has been lowered a lot because of it's been easier to access, easier to play. It makes things a lot more accessible for newer players. I do admit that's also a big turn on because execution should be awarded in my opinion, and for a lot of newer games it's not. So yeah, I definitely understand that.
I feel like gaming is in a different space entirely. I mean, it's something we could definitely get into more on another episode. But just like how companies are trying to deal with the skill gap from before versus now, right? They're like gaming is more casual now. Like there are more people gaming than ever before. And so do you still cater to hardcore players, especially in fighting games? Do you still cater to the most hardcore of players and sell, let's say you'll sell 1 million, or do I cater to as many people as possible and sell 10 million? You know what I mean? Like what is the right answer? That 1 million will play past day one. That 10 million might not play after the first 30 days, right? That 1 million might be 50% of that 1 million buy the combat packs and buy the extra characters, something like that. That 10 million won't, So it's like that who do you market to? And I think games are trying to figure out, and the gaming world is trying to figure out exactly when it comes to these live service and fighting games and multiplayer games, who do we market to and how do we bring them into the fold per se?
Definitely so. So yeah, it's one of those things that we got to try to capture too. And it's a hard process to do so, but like in due time, I feel like things like 2SKO being free to play and then showing that access, and then we have Marvel Token and Invincible also on the rise. In due time, we will start to see the gap. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a little bit closer.
Marvel Token is exclusive right now. I'm pretty sure it won't be. I'm pretty sure it'll end up on Xbox and stuff like that at some point, but we'll see.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
The last FGC topic, though, will be. I'm showing on the screen right now. Pay-per-view in the FGC. What do you guys think of that? Pay-per-view in the FGC.
If you who brought that up? Who brought that up?
All right, so I'm about to send this to you actually.
You
Yeah,
got to send me everything.
Yeah. Can I send this? What would be the best place to send this to you? Actually,
Discord is fine.
Discord, but I have to show my messages on my screen. But I might have to send it to you through
You can text
DMs of Twitter.
Yeah, you can do the one.
DMs of Twitter. Yeah, DMs of Twitter. What is your break? Find your name on Twitter. Should be the same thing. What I'm talking about.
Pay-per-view is interesting. I feel like that's the whole thing. I mean, even when you think about it, real fights like boxing and stuff like that, they're slowly moving away from pay-per-view because they're losing so much to pirating and everything. It's like at this point, shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch a lot of fights, anymore. Like when they come out, because one, I can watch it. I don't say I do this, but you can watch it illegally. Some people do that.
Yeah,
I would never.
Or you just go to a bar.
Or you go to a bar, right? Which they don't make a lot. I don't know if they make money from that. But go to a bar, or the other thing that happens is what's that say? The other thing that happens is that you get people that just post it on Twitter or post it.
It's like Spice saying homie's house.
Yeah, homie's house, or post on, or they post it on Twitter. They post it on YouTube, or like, because I honestly. I'm not going to watch I'm not going to watch every single, you got 18 fights before the main fight. The main fight don't start till 1 a.m. and it'd be
12 rounds of BS.
12 rounds of BS. So I'm just here. I just want to come see a good fight. I don't want to see all the other BS. So I'm not going to watch, I might not watch all the rounds. I'm just see the highlights on Twitter or fucking YouTube with some guy talking over him just so he don't get copyright, right? That's what I'm probably going to do, right? So I think if I wonder if this is like a money move for sure, but I feel like it would hurt.
You see it right there, right though?
Yeah, the Capcom Cup.
So yeah, so if you guys do not know, the Capcom Cup, about to put it on stream for a second for you guys to see it again. They announced that they now have pay-per-view for the Capcom Cup for not only for the actual Capcom Cup finale, but also the finals for the good old teams on the Street Fighter League. So this is actually really interesting to see. A lot of people were very upset by this, but this is my 2 cents on it. It's in yen. Now, of course, this also means for US as well, but like it's mostly in yen. The thing what a lot of people tend to forget is that in Japan, the Street Fighter players are actually celebrities, and I mean dead ass celebrities. Street Fighter is huge in Japan. If you guys do not know, their World Warrior reached 2,500 people. 2,500 people compete for that one spot, well, 2 spots, to try to get into this event. Japan by themselves would be fine when it comes to them buying the tickets for this event, because like it's gonna sell over there. Over here it's whatever. Okay, if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. But over there, they're treated like celebrities. This is gonna be just fine for them. Because like I said, the money that they're making over there for that, because like I said, they're all treated like celebrities, they're seen as celebrities, they're going to be fine. For us, it's going to suck, but I feel like it's somewhat going to thrive over there because of how they're treated. But I see you about to say something.
Does it not feel like a slippery slope? Like imagine Evo does this.
Oh, it definitely is, 100%.
And they start out with Evo Tokyo, just like you're saying, right? They started with Evo Tokyo. Evo Tokyo's, but we're not going to do this in Evo Vegas. And then Evo Tokyo, they make an extra, because you said the Japanese might buy it, right? They said if they sell well, they come to America and they're like, yeah, if you want to watch the final or whatever for any of them, all the big ones, for the big 4, whatever, right? Then you have to pay pay-per-view, right? And people say, and this is something that I've been slightly radicalized by, because I used to be the person to be like it says right there, free replays, on the 21st to 22nd, right? And I used to be the person that would be like, yeah, well, you can see it free in a couple days, right? But nowadays, that couple days is starting to get wider, okay? It used to be a couple days after. Now it's a month. Now it's this. Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a slippery slope. And as we know, when things like this, price will only increase. Prices will not stay the same. In 5 years, this price will probably triple. And is it still and will a common casual person who's just interested in this feel it's worth it to pay for it and make the money? And then I think, and it depends on I don't know how they look at the metrics. Is first day watch hours still important? Right? If they get less watch hours first day, but they get more watch hours in a week when they post it for free, are they going to be like, okay, well, that's fine. We made an extra $2,000, so we'll just take it and we'll just raise prices, or what's going to happen? So I feel like it's a slippery slope. feel like you start introducing shit that people are going to be like, okay, well, you know what? I'll just pirate it. Now they never watch. Now they never pay for it. They never pay for it. They don't watch the replay because they just said they want to watch it live because live is the best, especially for I think something like FGC. Live is the best. Like live FGC tournaments are awesome. People are going to watch it live on a pirated stream. And then they're never gonna watch the free, or they might watch a free replay in a year or so, but they're not gonna watch it within that time frame that they're really tracking those metrics. I don't know. Slippery slope. I'm the alarmist. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, yeah, time will tell. It's definitely going to be a thing that they're testing out. But like I said, I do feel like it's going to over there. It'll be just fine because of how big Japan is on that Street Fighter. But as we go to the date, that is for March 14th, March 16th, I believe that's what it said on there. March 11th through March 15th for that Capcom Cup to Street Fighter League World Championship out there for the good old Street Fighter. So yeah, good look out for that.
It's interesting, man. Interesting. I'm hoping it doesn't become the worst of what it could be because I think end of the day, it's like FGC, especially what I think we saw from latest Evo in Vegas, they had a very low participation. Like there wasn't as many people, they didn't sell as many tickets. Was that it? And then also not as many people signed up for the games. So like I could see how this could be good, right? Because they are losing money. So if they make more money, they can offer more stuff. They can go to big, like they can still do cool stuff if they have more money. But for the consumer, will this be good? And I think that's like the question. Like, come on now. Evo already has hella ads, okay? Hella ads. So I'm like, imagine hella ads plus pay-per-view. Come on now.
We'll figure it out in due time. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
FGC boy.